Today we're going to be looking at Mizuki and a Mosquito Girl from One Punch Man from a bodybuilding perspective. So if we go ahead and jump in here, we can see that our Mr. Olympia so far is Dark Shine. We go into the Pro Bodybuilding Division, we can see Deep Sea King, Heavy Tank Loincloth, Blast, and then going down from there. Today, we're actually gonna be doing something different. We're gonna actually be looking into female bodybuilding. That is a topic that we have not covered yet, and it has a lot of similarities to male bodybuilding, but it has many differences as well, mostly in the number of divisions that they have. So before we actually look into these characters themselves, let's actually talk about the different divisions. Now, obviously it depends on which organization we're talking about here, but in general, you have 6 main divisions. You have the Wellness Division, Bikini, Figure, Fitness, Physique, and bodybuilding, and typically those go up in order of like muscle mass that you'll see, but you'll see here in a second. We'll go into a little bit more detail on what that looks like. Now, if you remember, the men's bodybuilding typically only has about 4 different divisions. We're looking at men's physique, the under 212, the classic bodybuilders, and the open bodybuilding. Now that's the IFBB Pro, that is like the Mr. Olympia. There are other divisions out there that have different divisions as well, but those are the main ones that we typically talk about. So these are kind of the main ones for female bodybuilding as well. So when you look at Bikini, usually they're a little bit softer in general and smaller in muscle mass. They're not quite as crazy conditioned as some of the other bodybuilding divisions, but then you go up to Figure and you can see they're just a little bit bigger overall. They have some crazy proportions and everything. These women look more like just like they're really in great shape, like super athletic, but they just don't have a crazy amount of muscle mass like you start to get to in Figure, Physique, and then bodybuilding. And then of course bodybuilding is the biggest. These are the biggest women with the most muscle mass. These are some of the best competitors of all time, including Iris, who has won more bodybuilding competitions than Arnold, Ronnie Coleman, Lee Haney, than all of them. She won 10 overall Miss Olympias, which makes her the most winningest Olympian of all time in terms of bodybuilding. Now in One Punch Man, as far as I'm aware, there are no women that look quite as big as bodybuilders, like the open bodybuilding class. That might be someone like She-Hulk or Kale, but today we're specifically focused on Mizuki. We can see she's got an extremely athletic build, but on top of that, she does have quite a bit of muscle mass. And for that reason, she could go in a lot of different divisions. She could probably go in the Wellness, Bikini, or Figure, but I think Bikini specifically is what's going to be her best division. She's got kind of that overall shape to her physique. She's not overly conditioned and not overly muscular, and I think she would do really damn good in this division. So in my opinion, I think she would be good enough to be a pro bodybuilder. She's that lean, she's got great proportions, a really small and narrow waist. She would do really, really well. She's got those thighs, those thick thighs. She's got wide lats, nice biceps. She would do really well in bodybuilding. So Mosquito Girl is not quite as muscular, but obviously she's still in really good shape too. I would probably place her in the Bikini division as well, but she's not quite got the muscle mass. So if we go back to the Bikini, we could see that they definitely still have quite a bit of muscle mass, even though they're one of the smaller divisions in women's bodybuilding. So given that, I would say that she would do well maybe in kind of an amateur kind of competition, because she's definitely got the physique, she's got the figure, she's got the leanness, and she definitely works out. So she's definitely could be athletic. She could be, it's between athletic and amateur bodybuilding for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and put her up to amateur because I think she's got that kind of overall nice shape to her physique, and I think she would do really well. So that's our 2 female bodybuilders for today. Where would you place them on this scale? And also, do you agree with this so far? Are you agreeing with me that Dark Shine is the Mr. Olympia, and that we have these guys at pro bodybuilding, these people at amateur bodybuilding, and then Saitama and Genos at athletic, and going down from there? Or are there some that you might change up just a little bit? We're actually making a good headway through this. I was actually gonna have it be a 30-day long series, but we're going like 2 at a time on some of these now. And so I think it's gonna be just a little bit shorter, but I'll mix in some other videos, kind of like the Leon Kennedy arm training one in there every now and then. So if you haven't seen that one, make sure to go watch that one. If you're enjoying the style of video, let me know in the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in tomorrow's video.